out here, Outlaw Armageddon, small tire, 85 car field, 20,000 on the line.
Is it 85 car?
No, but it sounded good.
Yeah, it did. It felt right. What's up, everybody? We are at Outlaw Armageddon. My chain's hanging a little lower than it's supposed to be because the sweat is just draining her down. It is hot, bro. It is really blistering hot. It is about, what, Rick, 4:45, something like that? So we are in a shootout tonight, 16 cars, $1,000 entry, 16 grand to win. So it's kind of a bonus shootout from the rest of the event. Hopefully by the end of the night, there's a stack of money laid out on where the hood would be.
Spoiler alert.
It's not gonna happen.
The good news is I didn't find anybody to take a bet on.
Just a little too conservative. I grabbed the third kit, and then it got upset when I grabbed the kit, and that's why I went towards the wall. But then, like, I got back on it because I was running them down, but then I just ran out of real estate. This is gonna be a different deal here. They're all just gonna be fast. Like, we need to make another hit tonight. Yeah, we can do it if we can get through this line. So I think we get it turned around and let Brad look at the stuff, because I mean, it went fast. Yeah, it went really, I mean, not really fast, but like, it went fast. So he just went a little faster. So, and I think I was a little late on the light. I've never left off the flashlight, so not to, you know, I don't think I was bad, but I don't think I was my normal thing. So whatever. That's drag racing. We got another day though to totally redeem ourselves. So we're at pull the data, and then we'll see where we can learn.
Later that night.
Yes, that lane's way better. That lane's way better. I grabbed the third kid. Yeah, I figured. I was like, it was so funny. I'm like, man, we're making a pretty good hit, but he's really far in front of us. And I'm like, oh, I should probably grab the third system. But that, yeah, that lane's way better. Wow.
Yeah, that pass actually looks really good.
That lane, that's the lane.
69. Okay. I agree with that too. Yeah, that's about what it looked like. Yeah. Yeah. We had that pass all the time. It'd be a different story.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it'd take more. That's good. It's nice to end on a high note.
Yeah.
I think that actually was faster than what it went in Bowling Green. I just think that the VPS just wasn't 100%.
I think that felt better.
That felt better, yeah.
Okay. That really looked good, yeah.
No, and he drove awesome. Like,
Yeah,
it
it drove
right
great
in the center of the lane.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Who'd have thought they'd have been that different, though?
That lane's
I mean,
way
that's
better.
win or lose different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, I mean, every car won
In that right lane, yeah.
Day 2.
I wish you would have done it.
I can put them on. Left-handed while I'm filming.
I don't know about left.
Come on.
You got a good eye for making things.
Let Brad do it. How much do you trust your boss?
I trust Brad's eye more than anybody here.
Brad the barber.
Things will be calling him up.
Big Barber Brad.
There we
Is that
go.
better?
That's clean.
Yeah.
That's clean, boys.
Good?
There we go.
Let me see. Somebody let me see this.
Gay gun cane redneck with a mullet.
All right, boys, we got Scott Taylor and John Doe first round. Definitely going to be a door-to-door matchup. I'm sure he's not taking us lightly, and we're definitely not taking Scott lightly. Great racer, done this for a long time, but we're ready to get in the paint with him. So we'll see where the chips fall after this one. All right, boys. But we just surprised a lot of people. It's one of the baddest cars on the track. We about got him. That was a really, really tough draw. Really tough. You know, we could try to church it up, but it sucks to lose. And it sucks to drive. To be brutally honest, it sucks to drive this far and then you lose twice. But I'll tell you the most important thing. And I might get a little teary-eyed, but it's all right. When you roll in the burnout box, and you know that you got a bear. This is a bear too, but you know you have another one. And you see all your boys still throwing up $100 bills to bet on you. That's what matters the most. So, I'm good into there. I think that's you don't know until you come.
2,000 years later.
Charlie's back in Kentucky.
Shoot, barely. The roads were freaking awful.
And we hit like almost a tornado, I think. And then the girls, they had a flight out because they flew there, obviously. Well, then the flight got canceled, and they had to ride in the motorhome with all the smelly boys. So, Yeah, we learned a lot this weekend about traveling, about cars in Oklahoma, about a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of people crammed in the motorhome. It was pretty terrible.
But we had a long ride home to think about what we'd done and how we didn't do it.
Yeah, it always sucks when you lose first round, but to lose first round on Thursday and then lose again first round on Saturday after you just drove like 15 hours to get there, it really sucks. So
you got two options when that happens. You either quit because you suck and you just spend all that money to suck, or you talk all the way home about how you're going to be better.
yeah.
So
Yeah, there's two kinds of people, two types of racers out there. You got people that complain about how, oh, the other guy's got more money than me, or the other guy's got more horsepower than me, or the rules are unfair and I got screwed and this and that. And then you got the people that put their heads down, go back to the shop, get to work and try to figure out how to go faster, you know? So
we choose the race Charlie Brown because he is the people's champ. So many people say it's the coolest car on the property. I believe that it's the coolest car for us. I love this car. There's a character about it, but there's a lot of disadvantages.
oh, we were definitely outgunned.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it was a little humbling. The amount of fast cars out in like Oklahoma, Texas area is crazy. So like, there's a lot of fast, no prep cars around here, but you might have, you know, like you show up to a race and there might be 3 cars maybe that are capable of making 3,000 plus horsepower, you know?
Yeah.
Most of your cars are 2,000 horsepower or less, but you might have 3 like big hitters there. Dude, there was probably 20 or 30 cars there that made 3,000 plus horsepower, like crazy. Never been to a small tire race that had that many big horsepower, full tube chassis, like serious race cars.
Yeah.
So it was pretty wild.
And obviously we have the ability to build anything we want, right? We're lucky in that aspect. We can build, obviously you guys have seen all the top of the line cars that we've built, all the beautiful things. But we don't want that. I mean,
Yeah.
we love Charlie Brown.
Well, we thought about it for a second.
We did.
I say right when we got back to the trailer, we're like, all right, cutting Charlie Brown up. It's getting full tube chassis in a pro charged Hemi. But
because we could do that, but
yeah, because we got beat by a big block pro charged pro mod on Thursday, and then a Hemi pro charged pro mod on Saturday.
I wouldn't call it Scott's car pro. It's a pro stock car.
Oh,
but,
sorry, it's pro stock car. Yeah.
technically.
Regardless, 2 big tire tube chassis cars with small tires bolted on it. You know, we brought a knife to a gunfight, for real.
And that's fine. Like we
knew that going in. I was still confident we could run with them, but
and we can run with them.
Yeah.
So going forward, I'll just tell you guys, people contemplate on what this thing weighs. We'll just tell you, it weighs 3,000.
It's 3050 with Jason in it.
Yeah.
That's what we were racing it at.
Ready to go down the racetrack.
3050.
So it's not light. It's not extremely heavy for what it is, but it's not light.
But it's heavier than the cars we're racing against. Yeah.
And
and this thing probably makes 2,000-ish horsepower, a little heavier and
a little
less horsepower than the guys we were racing with. So I thought that we had enough motor now that we weren't going to get drove away from on the big end. And then we got drove away from on the big end again. I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
We put the big motor in here. It's not big enough.
So that's another option, maybe to get a bigger motor. I don't know. We're going to refine this combo. We don't have that many laps on it. So we're going to go test. We haven't even used the lockup yet. Obviously that's not something that you're going to use in a race. You want to test that. We do have fiberglass doors that have been on order for it, so I need to call and harass Eric a little bit about getting them to us, which that would save us roughly 150 pounds, which would mean a lot at this level. So that's kind of the plan. We're going to put some new doors on it whenever they get
Which
here.
they don't even exist yet. So he's making molds for them off of his personal Malibu. So we're going to have the second set of fiberglass doors for, I don't even know if he's making them in fiberglass or carbon. We're going to have the second set of
Fiberglass or
composite
carbon, yeah,
doors
something.
for a 4-door Malibu in existence. So,
So over the next couple weeks, we're probably going to go test. There's a Cincy Street Nights in a couple weeks. I don't think we'll race it, but we're probably going to go and test and maybe do some grudge racing with some friends. We could go race this weekend. I don't think that we will, just because of such a long drive. We may end up testing on Friday night. I don't know what we're going to do.
No.
But probably not.
I'll say, this thing's getting shoved in the shop and I'm not looking at it for a week. I'll say, that Oklahoma heat, lose the first round twice, and the 15-hour drive there and 15-hour drive back wore me out.
Yeah, and we need to concentrate on getting the shop done and set up. So we'll probably do that and then work on this thing. We want to get a hood on it. And
yeah, there's some more stuff. There's a couple sensors I need to put on it. Yeah, there's some little stuff that I've been wanting to do to it that I just haven't had time. So
yeah, so really now as you watch us figure this out, we'll probably test at Cincy Street Nights. That'll probably be our next thing. It probably won't have a hood or nothing on it by then, but we'll get the other sensors that he wants and be able to try some stuff, maybe try lockup. I don't know. We need to test. That's the biggest thing, that if you could take anything from everything that we're saying, when you fail, your exact instinct is to think we don't have enough, we got to cut it apart, which very well may be true. But the problem is if you go, you're not refining your combo.
Right. Yeah.
We can refine this. We already know, I'm not going to tell you the ET that we need to run. Like, this thing's already been very, very fast on a slick. Very fast.
Yeah.
And we need just a little bit more to be in that very, very, very fast number. And we can do it with what we have and still enjoy that process. What happens a lot of times is people, they get their teeth kicked in, they cut their whole car apart, and then they've wasted a year trying to put it together. Well, dude, that whole year you could have been out here refining this combo and catching those people. Well, then you've just taken a year off to cut your car apart, and now they're even faster than when you stopped.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's a lot more, like the old car, it took us the whole entire season before we got it to where we want it. This thing's only got 12 passes on it. So we're still figuring the car out. And it's hard too, because like we talked about in the last video, it's hard. You don't want to try things in eliminations, because you got a race on the line, so you're being more conservative than you would be in testing. So we just need to go to Edgewater and just try stuff, and if it goes out there and knocks the tire off, who cares? We'll lift, come back, try something different. So that's why you got to test. I mean, you look at Scott, he's been running his old car on small tires for a couple years now. Like, he's got way more data on that combo, plus it's a real similar combo to that he runs in his big tire car. Yeah. So, he's got a ton of data and laps on that combo compared to us. And, we still, we gave him a good race. I wish we would have given him an even better race.
I wish we would have won, but
yeah.
Beggars can't be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The track and the air definitely were not in our favor, but it is what it is.
And Oklahoma's way hotter than we ever thought it would be.
Yeah, definitely.
Rick, we brought one of them gnarly bugs back.
Oh, you did?
Look at him.
What about a wheel bug?
Yeah, we brought him back, dude.
Yeah, start spreading in Kentucky.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it. That's the way that we're going to wrap this. Is Charlie's going to go in the shop. He's going to go in for some upgrades. And there's a verse in the Bible that says that when you're beat down, but you're not destroyed. So we were a little beat down, but we're not destroyed.
No, I mean, we made it there and back. The motorhome didn't break.
That was a huge win. Yeah, you don't realize how big of a win that was.
The motorhome might have overheated a little bit, but it made it there and back.
We are so thankful for all the people that came up to Charlie, that came up to us. The support was truly overwhelming.
Yeah, the people out in Oklahoma were awesome.
It was so awesome. And there's so many people just thanked us for driving there to see them, which was like, wow, that's really humbling, and by the end of the weekend, like, just looking around the crowd, and seeing all the Tin Soldier, all the Charlie Brown shirts that weren't there when we got there. Very, very humbling. Even a guy at a truck stop recognized Brad, which is, that's crazy to me. So thank you so much for all that. And just know that all those t-shirts that you buy go into making this thing faster. So if you want us to buy a 959, you're gonna have to buy some more t-shirts.
You're gonna have to help us out. Because this motor was a stretch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sell a lot more t-shirts. Yeah. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, grab yourself some gear, and we'll see you on the next video.
See ya.